Rhea Silvia, the mother of the twins, was raped by a stranger and blamed her pregnancy on divine conception, also known as being blessed with a child by an angel or god, similar to the story of Virgin Mary of the Catholic Church. Shortly, Rhea Silvia was discovered to be pregnant and gave birth to her sons. It was a custom that any Vestal virgin betraying her vows of being devoted to her husband or abstinent was going to be sentenced to death. Romulus and Remus's uncle found out about the birth and abandoned them in the river Tiber to die. Their basket ran aground, and they were found by a she-wolf or lupa who nursed them to health. They were raised as a half immortal and half mortal. They were later found by a shepherd and his wife, who raised them as regular children.
Once they grew up, they found out about their past and what their uncle had done to them, so they found him and they killed him. Soon after, they decided to found their own city. Romulus became power-hungry and wanted to be the sole ruler of the city, but so did Remus. So Romulus ended up killing him and named the city Rome after himself. This sculpture shows Romulus and Remus feeding off a she-wolf, also called a lupa. They are depicted as small children who are dependent on their mother. This sculpture shows the time after the two brothers were abandoned shortly after birth and were being nursed by wolves. The wolf is depicted as strong and muscular, while the two babies are depicted as lean, which highlights the fact that they were malnourished. Their figures are more dynamic than the wolves. One of them has their legs out in front of them, and the other is kneeling down.
This bronze artwork is very similar to the first artwork shown. It shows two children, Romulus and Remus, standing under the animal that raised them, a she-wolf. This wolf has a very aggressive expression on her face, indicating that she is protecting the twins from something. It seems like this is a mostly low-relief sculpture because of the wolf's body, but the head is high relief and is a very prominent feature. SPQR on the top of this sculpture is referring to the Roman Republic or Roman government. This makes sense to the context of the sculpture because Romulus becomes the founder of Rome later on in his life.
This painting shows the scene where Romulus kills Remus. They each believed that they were the chosen one and that they were destined to rule Rome. They both began building walls and trenches to show their right to rule, and to spite Romulus, Remus jumped over one of his walls to show his power. Romulus became so upset that he hit Remus and killed him. Afterwards, he felt guilty and held a big funeral for his brother. In the painting, Romulus is shown standing over Remus in a position of power, and Remus is seen with a surprised expression as he falls over the wall to his death. This scene is said to explain why there is so much violence in Rome's future, because it was originally founded on bloodshed.